everyone, happy Halloween. Today I'm going to show you how to make footloaf, and really what this is meatloaf but in the shape of a foot. You can call it monster meatloaf or monster footloaf, whatever you want to call it. It's just a fun little recipe that we do around Halloween time to kind of celebrate Halloween. And so we like meatloaf around here, so I've made a meatloaf video before. I'll link that down below, and that's where you can find the recipe and all of that. Today I'm kind of winging it. I like to use the McCormick's little meatloaf seasoning, but I don't have that today. So I'm going to use a pound of ground beef. It's just my husband and I tonight. As you can see, this is the clearance meat. It's $2.66 a pound. So be sure to check your Walmart clearance or anywhere you shop their clearance, because you can find meat at really affordable prices if you do that. So I have a mixing bowl here. I've got my 1 pound of the ground beef in there, as you can see. What I got next is an egg. So you can use any meatloaf recipe that you prefer for this. You don't have to follow mine or the recipe I linked down below. Just any meatloaf recipe that you like. So I used to make Halloween kind of themed food pretty much all month long when my daughter was a little bit younger. But now I just do it like maybe once or twice a month. My daughter's a teenager now. She's about to be 16. So I don't do it that often. So I'm going to use breadcrumbs. I have a cup of breadcrumbs here. Okay, and then I'm going to have an onion here. You want an onion, and you're going to use half of it in your meatloaf, or however you're making your meatloaf, but you got to have another piece of it to kind of be the bone and the foot, or not the foot, but the bone in the foot. Okay, so we're kind of creating and molding a foot, and you'll see how that is when I turn the camera around and we get the meatloaf mixture together. It's kind of a creative thing, so get your creative juices flowing. It's going to require some of that. All right, so you're gonna save half of your onion, something like this, not too big, unless you're doing a really big meatloaf. And the other half of the onion, I'm gonna go ahead and cut up and put into my mixture. So what do y'all do for Halloween? Do y'all make any recipes that you guys like to do at home? Comment down below what you do and what you make. I used to do a pot pie, where the pot pie part of it, the pie crust of it, the top layer was a jack-o'-lantern kind of face. That one was a favorite. But now nobody really likes our pot pie that much anymore, so I don't really do pot pie. But that was one that I used to make every Halloween. So every time it was Halloween, we'd have that, and I think we just got tired of that. So we don't really do that anymore. Are y'all dressing up this Halloween? Comment down below. I dressed up for some pictures as a witch. And I think for actual Halloween, my daughter has a football game. She's a cheerleader, so she's gonna be out and away. So I'm just gonna celebrate here at home with my dogs and my husband. So I'm gonna dress up like a farmer. And I have my dogs dressing up kind of like little farmer dogs. I got 2 little bandanas for them. All right, so I've kind of minced up an onion here, half of an onion. I'm gonna put it into my mixture. And so whatever kind of seasonings you like to use, like I said, I like to use a McCormick's seasoning packet, but I looked through all my seasoning packets and I don't have any right now. So I'm kind of winging it. I've got pepper, so I'm using some pepper. I got some, this is steak seasoning, but I like the flavor of it, so I'm gonna add a little bit. You can do whatever you like. I got garlic powder. And I got this caramelized onion seasoning that I like to add. And I don't know about y'all, but I like to add ketchup to my mixture. Not everybody likes to do that. You will need ketchup for what we're gonna do with the mixture. So go ahead and use sometimes I use a mixer, and that gets it really mixed up well. But today I'm just gonna use my hands, so get right in there. I've already washed my hands and all that, so don't worry. Go ahead and just mix it all together. I don't know if y'all have ever done a meatloaf like wrapped in bacon, but that's good to do. And if you wanted to kind of form your foot out a little bit better, that's another idea. I looked to see online if anybody had done that, and I hadn't really seen that. But it's an idea that you can do. So I'm still mixing it all together here. You're gonna wanna just go ahead and get in there and probably use your hands, because when we're gonna mold this foot loaf, we're gonna really have to use our hands to do it. So take it kind of like a creative project, like you're doing Play-Doh, and just have fun with it. If you have kids and they like to cook with you, or you know, bake with you and all that, this is a fun one to do together, because they can kind of help, you know, make that foot. Okay, so I'm still kind of mixing here. And so you're going to use the other piece of your onion to create basically like the bone that goes from the leg to the foot. And you're also going to use a little bit of that to create the little nails on the foot. So what you're going to need is a cookie sheet or a baking dish of some kind. I'm going to use this one. Go ahead and just put your meatloaf mixture, all the meat and all that, straight onto your cookie sheet. And then I'm going to back up here a little bit. I will turn the camera around so y'all can actually see the foot loaf in just a moment. So you're going to just basically make the shape of the foot. So I haven't done that yet, but you know, you have the meat here. So you're going to kind of shape it into the shape of a foot. And if you don't know what that looks like, look up monster foot meatloaf, or just look up a foot and kind of mold it to that shape. And you're going to want to, oh, it basically looks kind of like a regular meatloaf, but you're going to want to go ahead and make the toes. So to make the toes, you can literally just take a chunk out like this. And for example, I think the onion's really getting to me. You can actually mold like a toe, like a big toe. Attach it on there. It's just kind of like it's Play-Doh, you know, and make sure that it's there. Go ahead and get another little piece for the other toe and mold it like a little toe. Add it on. Go ahead and do another one. You're just going to keep doing this, molding your foot loaf until you get all 5 toes. And you can make it however you like. If you want to leave a toe off or whatever you want to do, however you want to make it, get creative with it. Halloween's kind of all spooky and weird, so it could be anything you want. So it looks like I kind of got my foot in the shape that I like. It's not perfect. It doesn't really have to be though. It's gonna kind of look a little odd anyway, because we want to keep it spooky and strange, right? So that's what it kind of looks like. I'm going to turn my camera around now so I can show you how I put the toenails on there and that extra piece of onion into the foot. Okay, so let me turn my camera around. Okay, so I flipped my camera around. This is what my foot ended up looking like. So as you can see, it's a meatloaf, and all these little toenails and stuff, they are onions. Okay, so I just cut those out from like a piece of onion. So I grabbed like the thicker piece of onion at the end, and I got some scissors and just cut those out. This is the half of the onion that I saved from when I was cutting half of the onion. And so you're just gonna put that in there like a bone, and there's meat all around that. Then you're gonna take your ketchup and just kind of squirt it, so where it looks like, you know, that the foot has been cut off the leg and it looks like it's bleeding. So that's what it looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and bake mine at 350 degrees for about 45 minutes. All right, y'all, this is what it looks like. It's all baked and ready to eat. So that is our Halloween footloaf, or you can call it the Halloween monster foot. Thanks for watching, y'all. Have a happy Halloween.